What's up guys, Spin Firearms here. Today we took this little pocket pistol out to the range. This thing is a Keltec P-32 chambered in 32 auto. It holds 7+1 for a total of 8 rounds in this ridiculously small package. Right here is a Kimber Mako Carbon Compact. It's just ridiculous. And that's the whole point of these. Obviously, in my opinion, as your main carry, if you can carry something larger, carry it. But for some situations, you can't. And other situations where you just want to be comfortable and enjoy the day and enjoy your time at the beach and enjoy time with family, something like this is the way to go. Carry a backup mag and you will be just fine. So here in the video, you're going to see that we ran about 10 mags through it. Like I said, they're smaller mags, so it takes a little bit more time to get a round count on this thing. But I was pleasantly surprised with this thing. Here are the first shots. All right, what's up guys, Spin Firearms here. The Keltec P-32 in 32 auto. Here's it compared to my Carry 27. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And it's 7+1, whereas a lot of the pocket pistols and smaller guns are 6+1. Like I said, it's up 32. Let's hope this thing runs. Holy crap, it's small. Of course. Oh my, all right. That could have been me because you guys criticized my hand so much. I put lotion on them this morning, so it's sort of jumping out of my hand. But, yeah, it's jumping. We'll put some more rounds through it. It's pretty sick. Hold on. I'll go to one real quick. Gosh darn it. May need a break-in period. We'll see about that. Recoil-wise, it feels good, but it's so small, it's very hard to get a good grip on it. That could have been the reason for the jam, but I don't want to make any excuses. Because we're running black metal jackets, there is no excuse for that. So you guys will have to run it with the slide because there is no slide stop. Here we go. We'll break it in, keep running it. It's flat, and obviously I wasn't aiming, trying hard to shoot, but most of those shots will work. I got some flyers. I was aiming here, but got about 4 flyers. It'll work. Nice little pocket pistol.
Let's see how she goes. Oh yeah.
Keltec P-32.
Trigger's really weird to get used to at first.
Yep.
I kept feeling like it was locking up on me, but it just takes a minute to get used to.
It's just heavy at first, and then it's
heavy.
Light. Versus other guns are heavy the whole time with a double action pull. It rips. As you can see, there were a couple magazines. The very first mag had a failure to feed, and it was at about the 4th round. Other than that, so far so good. The trigger is something that you need to work on, though. That is one thing I will say. You could see that you saw me dip a little bit. That's because the trigger is just different, right? A lot of these pocket pistol triggers are heavy, 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 heavy all the way to the break. Where this one's like heavy and then it's light. It's very interesting. It's like a defined wall almost, but for a double action hammer fired trigger. It's very weird. So you saw the dip, getting used to that trigger. Like you saw, though, it's relatively accurate. You have no sights to shoot with, but that's not the point. This is, for instance, someone knocks you to the ground in a self-defense encounter, and you can't get to your appendix, or you can't get to your hip, or your Glock 26 falls to the side, and he's on top of you. You reach into your pocket, or your ankle, or your back pocket, pull that thing out, and you're not aiming. Or it's up close and personal, you just made some space, boom, draw, and you let that thing go. This is not meant to be a competition gun. This is not meant to be a target practice gun. This is meant to be the last line of defense in terms of your life. And I think it passed. Like I said, the very first mag had a failure to feed. That could be a couple things. What I chalk it up to was break-in period. After that, it ate everything else just fine. No problems. We did have a light primer strike later on in the video. Let's check it out. Jam?
Light primer strike.
Light primer strike, yeah, that's fine.
About the ammo.
Range ammo, yep. Back with the Keltec P-32. So far we've had one failure to feed in the first mag, so it could be breaking. Everything's meshing, coming together. And then we've had one light primer strike, and I put it in the round to restrike it. It is second from the bottom, so if we have another problem, that's an ammo issue. So far one malfunction with full metal jackets. You know, it definitely could possibly be the handgun. It could also be just the
Could have been you too.
Yep. All right, so now we got a full mag and around the chamber, so 8 rounds. Let's let her go. It restriked that round, it got it. So it's definitely just a what do you call it, ammo issue. This thing shoots flat, it's fast. I mean, we're just dumping it just to get it, you know, a feel for it and how it'd be in a self-defense encounter. Every one of those will work. Every one. It's not a pistol for accuracy. It's not a precision gun like he was saying. The sights are non-existent. This is, you know, maybe my Glock 26 is over there on the ground. You pull it and you just let it go.
Yeah. Not only that, with MagTech, I've had many light primer hits with
I mean,
it before.
MagTech makes good ammo,
right,
but at the same time,
it's cheaper ammo.
Cheap
at the
primers,
same time.
yeah, exactly. But good gun so far. We're gonna keep breaking her in. I don't think we're gonna see another failure to feed. I just don't see it. The more you shoot this gun, the better it feels. Still running the Keltec P-32 and 32 auto. So far, so good. One failure to feed. Like I said, it was the very first mag, one of the very first rounds that I ever got. I didn't show it very much love when I first got it, but we're just gonna keep running it, see how it performs. It's a backup gun. It's a get off me gun. It's a pocket pistol. It's not a competition gun. You're not going to be shooting with people with a CZ, Shadow, a Staccato. No, this is a last resort, a dog walking gun. I live in a decent area. I'm not rich by any means, but I made it a goal in life to live in a nice area to raise my family and kids. One of the comments I always get is you don't carry enough capacity. What about the people that are running around with Dracos and in groups of 4, groups of 5? I say I live in an area where we are civilized. We don't commit crimes. We just live life and enjoy life. That's what life's about. So if you live in an area where you have to carry, you know, 24 round mags and stuff to be safe, my advice to you is move. You're putting yourself in a bad situation. The whole point of everyday carry is to survive and make it out alive. You're not doing that by living in a bad area. You're already putting yourself at a disadvantage. So that's just words of wisdom. Just work hard, bust your butt, get a good job, keep working up the ladder, keep making money moves, keep finding a way out, and, you know, get to a place where you can carry a Keltec P-32 walking your dog. When you're walking in the mailbox, you can carry this little thing and not have to worry. It's a ripper. So I'm going to say that first failure to feed was a fluke. Since then, we haven't had a single issue. We just ran a box of 50 through it. I like it. So there we have it. The Keltec P-32. 8 total rounds of 32 auto. I like it. And I like the fact that you don't have to spend money on hollow points for it, because in such a short barrel, such a weak round, you're not going to be getting much expansion, so it's not even worth it. Especially if you have barriers, stuff like that, thick clothes, wintertime clothes, you want that solid projectile. You're not going to have any issues with it going in and out whatsoever. 32 auto will just stop on a dime. In terms of recoil, it has none. It's very, very flat shooting. One thing I will say is when I first started shooting, though, I felt like it was jumping out of my hand. I actually put lotion on because you guys always complain about my hands, working man hands. And it made it really slippery. This thing actually has really nice texturing on it. So if I didn't use that lotion, I would have been just fine. Now, you only get about 1.5 fingers on it, but that's fine. I think they do make pinky extensions and stuff like that. But this thing actually rips. And this thing could be the difference between your life and not having a life anymore. Straight up. I don't know if you guys know this, but I made a video called my New Year's Eve carry, where my wife was carrying her Walther PPS M2, and I was actually carrying this in the pocket, like I am right now. Typically, my DB380 stays with me. It stays in the pocket. But what people didn't realize is, on top of that, I was carrying a Glock 27. I like having 2 handguns depending on where we're going, when people tend to be drinking, stuff like that, and stuff could get out of control. Having 2 guns is never a bad thing, especially something this tiny. It is so small, you can fit this anywhere. It's so dang light. I mean, you won't even know it's on you, even though obviously you will know it's on you. It's a figure of speech. But something like this could be the difference between life and death, having something as a backup. And on top of that, I've even heard the argument, if you carry 2 guns, if someone around you is trained and they're not carrying, you just hand one off. You know, it's better than nothing. And having something this small can go a long ways. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.